Ohio? Ohio? I didn't put my BDM, and I gotta remember that, like, I turned my gain all the way up. So, like, I gotta, like, not be super loud. I gotta train myself to, like, be more quiet. Quiet, Yoza. How's my morning? I woke up approximately 20 minutes ago. No screens though? Exactly. You got, Softy Yozo. This is my first time, not doing, loud Yozo. Yozo stream and it's not 4 in the morning. It's 4 in the morning for me. Oh, hi Yozo! Yeah, it's strange being up at this hour. Is Checkers familiar? Yeah, I thought I would do a throwback, considering we doing slightly different. Also a lot of hellos. Well, so I set my mic that if I'm being too loud, it'll like go red and beep at me, which I realized as soon as I went loud, like live, it's just like, shut the fuck up, Yozo. You need to talk like significantly quieter. How does one talk quiet on stream? I'm so used to just like yelling into the mic at all times. So when I talk at like a regular human speaking volume, like how I should live my life, it becomes incredibly difficult. There's a lot of lows, but when I realize it, can I do one stream? No. So I turned off like all of my like regular shit. So I guess you can learn a couple of things about how like my stream setup is. And so I have both, like, the reason why the mic peaks so much is like I'm not actually that loud compared to how I usually speak. It just it curves off at the top. It compresses all the sound right at the bottom and at the top. So when I go above a register, it just distorts really badly and it sounds fantastic. Because I enjoy the peaking a lot. But it's also the same at the bottom. So like you probably don't hear me like breathe all that much, or like clicking noises like this. You can probably hear now, and doing that means I can't see anyone or my redeems. Fuck that one up. But there we go. Soft-crack bits. There's a lot of hellos that I gotta do. But happy 4 a.m. Minasan. Happy 4 a.m. Let me go down the list. There's a surprising amount of people here today. Maybe 4 a.m. is where I should be regularly streaming. Yours is not loud. It can't be the truth. Hello, look. Ohayo gozaimasu. But yeah, this is about my regular speaking volume on like day-to-day life. The regular Yozo. I think it's a combination of like when I first began streaming, it's very anxious. It's very, very anxious. So I ended up like half screaming into the mic. It's like how like everyone has a phone voice. Like particularly when I record stuff, it's like significantly, it's like, oh hi Yozo. It's like up here. Cause I'm like really anxious. Really, really anxious. But yeah. I can be a little quieter. Ohayo shara. Ohayo gozaimasu. I have hellos that I have not done. And it's been like 6 minutes. I'm a bad streamer. I'm a bad streamer. It's like quite difficult. I would say this is the Dark Souls of streaming, because I am really struggling not to peak my mic. Thank you, Alex. Arigato. Frequency Coffee is at A+. Yeah, it was my go-to just chatting for a long time, but then I realized It is technically copyrighted, and I probably should not be using it as my just chatting background. Alright, let me do my hellos. Hello. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. Hello, buddy. Ohayo. Ohayo, dragon. No, we can do ohayozos because it's actually 4 a.m. for me. Let's go. Let's heckin' go. Hello, frozen scarecrow. Ohayo. Ohayo, juicy. Ohayo, Dwight. Hello, Valson. Hello, Alex. Hello, neat. Nickel, neat. I feel like there needs to be a difference between neat and neat, but I just say them the same way. Ohayo, Rev. Ohayo gozaimasu. Hello, Lex. Ohayo. Ohayo, Nickel Ninja. There was a question. What game has I had the most fun streaming? Actually, I really enjoyed the Dark Souls 1 marathon. I enjoyed that a lot. Significantly more than I would think so. I also really enjoyed speedrunning. So I guess it would be a tie between, I guess, my 2 most played games on stream, which is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Dark Souls 1. But I guess it's good, right? It means I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I have done the most. Ohayo, Tutu. Tutu, are you the raccoon, Tutu? I don't know if we've ever met on stream, but I remember you from Twitter. Ohayo, Gions. Ohayo. Ohayo, Parappa the Nappa. Ohayo, Mike. Ohayo gozaimasu. There's 2 of them in a row. See, I'm talking too loud. Okay, shush, yozo. I feel like telling someone to like suck your dick during like free talk segments is not appropriate. I feel like there's a difference between like angry, like loud suck my dick, and then like suck my dick in like a quiet voice. I don't know what to do. I'm in a spot of bother. Maybe I'll just ignore you. maybe that's how I'll live my life. Dame. Just also comes naturally. We'll see what happens, I suppose. I could just like angry type, like keyboard warrior. It'll be very loud right now. Ohayo, Vessel. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo, Lord Sousaphone. Ohayo. Ohayo, Reddit. Ohayo, Confit. I think I already did the pit already. But Ohayo, Elrin. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo, Chipmunks. Ohayo, Zero Dragons. Ohayo, Joints. Hi. Nice for you to join us. Hackerman typing? I do have like the serious, most like Hackerman typing. Like even if I go like, if I do like that, I feel like it's very loud. Very loud. Because I keyboard smash like painfully. Do I say my name on purpose? So I will be honest with you. The first time it was not, but then since I started doing it, like I just kept going. I'm sorry. You can imagine me at Starbucks doing my Hackerman. Apologies. Ohayo, miho. Ohayo. I'm very close, I think, to being done with my Ohayos. Ohayo, Sir Edis. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo, Ramses. Ohayo, struggle. Ohio heroes. Ohio. This is not quite Bloodborne. It's quite different to my stream 8 hours ago. Yeah, here we are. And Ohio Drux. There we go. I did it. Ocheka, thank you for the follow. Arigato. I'll get it eventually. I mean, this right now, right? We can try now. Is it not tutu? Tutwa? Twa? Like, it's definitively two. The first sound is two. And then the TO kind of throws me. Ohio American Toast and Ohio Hot Nomomeri. Ohio gozaimasu. Said it's toe? Two toe? Naruhodo. Okay. I'll try and remember. Chickmunks is okay too. Okay. Chumpkins? Okay. I will do better. I will do significantly better. Two toe. And chumpkins. There we go. I'm getting a better at streaming. Oh yeah, I turned back on the deck construction tag because I didn't need to put on my like backseating okay blind playthrough tag. So I was just like, why the fuck not? So you're gonna have to deal with the deconstruction. If someone went back in time, say roughly half a year ago, and say that you'd be Say So Again having ASMR streams, would I believe them? Maybe. It's something that I've considered doing for a while. It's there's never really been a good time for me to practice, and like I don't have one of those like funky ear mics to do like the 3D stuff that like all the other like ASMR streams basically have. And when I looked at the cost of it, it's like $500. I was like, bruh, that's like 2 okay-ish anime girls. or one good anime girl. I have my priorities in life. Yeah, it's like 3 million. Yeah, so I put it as a goal on my subathon, and yeah, it's I guess it just never come around. I think it's also not entirely on brand TM for what I usually do. I like being a loud gamer that gets mad at games. It's very enjoyable to me. But I'm glad we can try something at least. The Gap ASMR. Is this my time for Gap Moe? Am I being Gap Moe? I can blushy blush too. Gap Moe. Although I will say it's still very difficult for me to not be too loud. I ran a person. Thank you for the follow. Arigato. I am Pinrose. Welcome to the stream. Hiyo. You get Moe every time I flit and then immediately kick W. Oh, it's because I'm embarrassed. I'm not very good at flitting. Like even like going like daisuki is like very difficult for me. So you get giggly afterwards. Also, sis, I think I missed your hello. But Ohio, sis. Also, I have seen the new Digimon TCG, but when it comes to TCGs that I play, I essentially only play Magic the Gathering. Mostly because I started playing when I was very, very young, probably like 6 or 7. And I think you just kind of get stuck in like a specific TCG. Floating at myself by accident? What makes you think it's an accident, huh? Did I see the Sorors? Did she thought I would suffocate her with my booba? Yeah, I actually we can say something pretty funny, I suppose. Sherrar made a post that she had a nightmare that the entirety of Yokomichi got cancelled for Game Awards, and apparently her and Mariko were talking about it, and Mariko was like, we all know who it was. It is me. I was the one that dragged down the team. But I've been significantly bitter, particularly with my stupid word. I think it's just hard because New Zealand is so backwards that like I could probably get away with saying it in the workplace still here, but I know like the rest of the world has moved on entirely. So it's difficult sometimes being in a hick country. Also, I haven't really played that much of the new set. My imminent neatness means that I try not to get gambling addictions like cardboard crack. Yeah, imagine it's like how I only play one gacha at a time. I try and limit, because I'll tell you, chat, I love gambling so much. It's so bad. Like, something that I wouldn't mind doing just for myself is like, what do you call them? Like box opening streams? Because sometimes I like to watch other people doing box opening streams, just so I can like vicariously gamble with their money. Or like, there was a time in my life where like I got like sort of into what's the word? Like even like blind bag, like mystery bag, like toy openings. Like it didn't even matter what I was watching that was gambling. As long as it was gambling, I was like, I'm down. Ah, my phone. So I guess you still get an alert for donos. Because you can hear my phone vibrate. I remember buying a bunch of those when I was young. Yeah, when I was really into like selling like my brony merch, so I guess how I got into the whole market essentially is they had mystery blind bags, but for some reason Hasbro didn't release them in the US, only in Europe for some reason. And basically what happened is you had all of these like neckbeards who were like getting into My Little Pony, but they didn't like the brushy ponies because they were like, those are for girls. I'm an itchy anime boy, so I only want figures. I only want hard plastic, not brushy ponies. And so they released them in New Zealand, and so I was like, well, you have all these people online who are like, I'll pay like $50 for like a $5 pony. So I would go buy like a whole bunch of blind bags and then sell them online. And then they released like a second pony, which was Sky Wishes, only in Australia and New Zealand. And I was like, holy shit, I hit the pony jackpot. Because I was like, it was like my first year of college at the time, and I was like, it was the best. It was the best. Especially because with Sky Wishes, I was the only person selling it online that I could find. Like the only way, if you were like a My Little Pony collector, to get a Sky Wishes, like I think to my knowledge, is either live in Australia and New Zealand or go to Australia and New Zealand to go pick it up, or buy it off me on eBay. Like that's all of those were your only options. Oh, I am talking loud. This is what happens when I laugh. I laugh at myself. Tuxedo, mask, raid. 777. Ohayo gozaimasu. That's true. Yeah, I had a monopoly on a very specific pony for a very specific time, about 6 months. My favorite thing is, you know, like the meme of like Rainbow Dash in the cum jar? Like, I really thought before I saw the image that it would be like a blind bag, right? But it was actually a brushable pony. So when this guy like came on his pony, it it must have gotten in the hair, and I think that's why he stored it in the jar, because like it's quite difficult to get like liquid out of the mane of the brushable ponies. I'm sorry. I thought you I thought you would need to know. Well, so my first and only, as you know, that's not a lie. My first trip to the hospital was because I thought after so essentially I started selling the blind bags, and then I started selling Sky Wishes, and I was just like, is there anything else I could spell? And I was like, you know what I could do is that I could rehair the brushable ponies to make them look like other ponies that people liked in the show that didn't have official merch yet. I was like, this is a great idea. This is super great. So how you rehair the ponies is essentially you have to decapitate the pony by like slicing the plastic between like the plug that keeps the head on and like the like colored plastic around it. And I ended up with the craft knife like slicing open my finger when trying to rehair the pony, and like cutting my finger like down down to the bone. Which was incredibly painful, and it bled a lot, but the worst part about it was my fucking my roommate explaining to the nurse that I playing with my little pony toys. I was like internally screaming. Zella, thank you for the follow. Arigato. But yeah, I would say it's like top 10 most embarrassing moments of my entire life is sitting there, finger bleeding out, having my roommate say that I was playing with my little pony toys. Yeah, it's pretty cringe. I actually stopped doing customs after that. I think just because I cringed too hard. Way too hard. You only slice open your finger playing with My Little Pony toys once, apparently. The worst bit is, since it was like quite a deep cut, I still have a scar on one of my fingers, and it's like on my ring finger. So like, if I ever like get engaged or married, and they want to like take a picture of the ring, like, you know 100% in that picture it's gonna be like a scar from my cringe ass My Little Pony days that I like cannot remove. It's like, I don't know, it's all over for me. It's all over. Make another scar on top of the scar? I think having a self-harm scar is probably less cringy than the actual scar that I have. Yeah, you want to know how I got these scars? Being a cringe lord. all I'm saying is, like, 2012 was a very different time, okay? It was a different time, and it was only a little cringe. Reminds me of when I decided to jump over a chainsaw that was in my friend's kitchen for some reason. I decided jumping over it was the best course of action instead of walking around it. Is this how you're telling us that, like, you cut off your dick? If so, I'm sorry. 2012 was a cringe wasteland, and I regret nothing. Yeah. At the same time, I was just like, you know what's really cool? Planking. So there's like, there's a picture of me in like a cringe ass like ducky onesie planking when I'm like really drunk around like my university. Cringe. So VTuber talk, there's almost certainly, particularly when it came to the, so I guess for people who aren't really that into, toys, question mark, there's like a special event every year. It's called the New York Toys, Show. And basically they showcase all of the toys, that are like in production. And it's a very exciting time if you're into like any sort of franchises that are popular with kids. So you can basically preview any like merch that you can buy. And they're a bit behind. They're about like a year or two behind, like the brony trend. So that's why like my like reselling was like a limited time only sort of thing. But like essentially they kind of stopped making My Little Pony toys for girls. like as soon as bronies came, which is really unfortunate. That like the target audience of My Little Pony basically like they just stopped like pandering towards children, particularly females. Rough estimate, I made $10,000 off my brony stuff. It was enough to pay for college for me. I also ran into the issue that I didn't understand really how to do taxes, and I wasn't entirely I was just like very anxious about setting it up as a business, particularly because I was like I was a little baby, so $10,000 was the cap I could make without having to start declaring my income. So it's like the combination, like it all kind of lined up well for me because I like sliced open my finger and made my like I think I stopped at like 9,800 ish, so like just a little bit under. And I was just like, you know what? Now's a good time to stop. Like it just seemed like everything kind of lined up. But yeah, so I just didn't tell. I mean, in New Zealand, you don't have to declare taxes if it's a hobby, essentially, like one-off sales that you do on like eBay or whatever. You don't need to declare as a business. But once you're past a certain like threshold, or if you're planning to do it as like a job, then you have to start declaring. Like for me, I had to start declaring my income as soon as I started VTubing full time, because I wasn't really planning to doing VTubing for profit TM. Until I got my job. And then I was like, oh, I guess essentially I should talk to an accountant. Is there a time limit? It's within a fiscal year. I have the advantage that my first degree that I have is in like my major is in marketing. Sorry about my chair. It's talking loud. Gomenasai. My first degree is in marketing, but during the time that I was doing my brownie reselling, I also was on track for a finance scholarship to Brown, a full ride, and I actually ended up getting it, but due to like some family problems, I didn't actually take it, which I'm a little disappointed about, to be honest, because I think it would have been a lot of fun, but it's life. You don't always get to do the things that you do. But yeah, there was a finance scholarship. I also don't particularly enjoy finance as a subject, I suppose. It's very... You don't make widgets. And I guess it's a strange phrasing of it. But I feel guilty if I don't do a job that I don't think adds value to society. Like, I felt very antsy about owning stock for the longest time. Magic Man. I'm meaning talking to like a actual like accountant. I have an accountant to do my taxes, mostly because I don't want to fuck it up, and therefore they can carry the liability for me, particularly because I don't know the specifics when it comes to freelancing in Twitch and that sort of stuff. The New Zealand tax system is significantly different than the American tax system. We have a PAYE system, which essentially, usually what happens is you don't have to declare your taxes at all. Your employer pays your taxes for you. And if you end up like quitting your job, you basically get a refund back from the government if like your employer overpaid your tax amount. Also, Big Crusader, this is my original model. The other ones are alternate, mostly for the clicks. Anything for clout. Also, thank you, Betty. It's mostly why I feel reasonably comfortable doing what I do. I have a lot of fun, and I hope everyone else has a lot of fun too. And like, I don't think... I feel like if I was doing something that I felt was morally incorrect, I just wouldn't do it. Which I think a lot of people don't feel the same question mark. I think a lot of people get blinded by cash, like streaming Raid Shadow Legends. Hey, I'll tell you, I did the best I could with Raid Shadow Legends. I showed the best parts of that game off. The gacha. I gotta... Stop, don't use the link. Don't use the link. Use someone else's link. Don't get anything more from it. But yeah, I think it's hard, particularly like when you're young, because you don't really recognize the impact that like you can have on other people or just the world as a whole. Like I see a lot of artists selling like NFTs, and it really makes me big thinky. And maybe I shouldn't put moral judgment. For people who don't know what NFTs are, they're essentially Bitcoin JPEGs. Bitcoin JPEGs that people will trade and use for money. It's basically all speculation. Like, it doesn't actually have any value. But if people think they have value, then that's, all you need. And every time I see an artist do an NFT, like, there's one, like, the moral side about it is really, ugh. And, like, not to mention, like, the environmental impact of, like, cryptocurrency as a whole. Bitcoin JPEG. I mean, I don't know how else to, like, describe it other than Bitcoin JPEG. But currency as a social construct? Yeah, but there's a difference between, like, currency that is good and currency that is bad. Like, having like metals, I don't think it's that bad compared to actually just, like, ruining the environment and stock card prices. What is NFT? Bitcoin JPEG. Bitcoin JPEG. I do it like whispering into my Bitcoin JPEG. Okay, you stop that. Yozo. How much are Yozo JPEGs? You can have them for free. I'm that kind of person. Yozo does it for free. Kitsukai. I think, at least for me, gold has some value. Like, when it comes to, like, superconductors, maybe not jewelry, but even then, I would say, I think jewelry does have some value. It looks nice, right? But what does a Bitcoin do? The answer is nothing. Nothing. It doesn't even look pretty. Here, you like your wiggles. Yeah. And I think, yeah, I just think it's, like, questionable. Here I am, throwing around hot takes. You're not gonna rat me out, right, chat? This can be our secret. Don't rat me out to some NFT VTuber, and they'll be like, Yozo thinks you're greedy. Greedy and immoral. You're gonna raccoon me out? No. See, that means you're gonna keep confidence. It'll just be a secret between me and my Twitch VODs. But I don't know. I think anime plastic is worth $300. So obviously I don't make that good decisions with my money. You got a new monitor and you also sound like huge. So I mostly watch Twitch, like, in my, like, spare time when I'm, like, in bed while, like, hanging out on the couch and stuff. And every time I, like, go watch Twitch, like, on my PC, I'm like, why is stream so big? why is the stream so big? But, well, like, for me, when it comes to, like, my, like, not just chatting, my digital gameplay, I recognize that, like, you can't see the goal very well on mobile, and I think that is good. Mostly because, I don't know, I feel like having a goal is, like, it's a thing, right? It's a thing. Also, howdy, Ladies King. Welcome to the stream. Full screen Yozo. I would make myself, like, giant Forza and then we could have ASMR Vorzo, but my scroll wheel is very loud, and I know as soon as I do it, it'll just be like with the scroll wheel. Do it? Okay, give me a second. Scroll wheel ASMR. I actually have a scroll wheel. I have a specific one that allows me to unclick it, but there we go. Ah, the biggest Yoza. How big you? Oh, I'm trying not to do boopa. It's very hard not to do boopa. It's not loud? Okay, that's good. That's good. Here we go. I'll move you back so I can see you, chat. There we go. Bigger? Bigger? Okay, give me a second. There we go. Do you feel uncomfortable? I feel uncomfortable. It's like you don't be this close to a person. Smooch the screen. You can see my singular nose here. Rude. You meant to look at my fang. My fang is my appeal point. My charm point, TM. Let's go a little smaller. Yeah, I'm here invading your personal space. What you gonna do about it, huh? See, no chat. Only Yoza. You don't need to look at chat. You can just look at me. Yandere. Pixel? Miho, are you into giantesses? There's one fetish I don't entirely understand. You know? I think I need to be a little smaller. Then you get booba, which is important. But I need to stay quiet. Wow. There we go. I think we're back. Just big girls? Yeah, but like, you can't. I don't know. Like, as like a fetish, I'm like, bro, where do you put your dick? You know, like, it would be cavernous. Oh, I think this is a street cleaner. Because it's like 5 a.m. You are the dick? No, you're not big enough. You're not. I'm talking like big giant. Not just like big lady. Beyond big lady. like big lady. yeah, big difference between 7 feet and 17 feet. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's like Pizuri. I suppose you could Pizuri. But crawl into your tear duct? What? The fuck? No. No. My ears are like slightly cut off by the screen. It'll be okay. I'm not saying that I'm into it. Okay, whatever you say. Whatever you say. Miku is 40 meters tall. Well, there's Soyapoya, right? She's what? 10 feet tall? And she's like, cause I thought she was meant to be like a lolly type character, but then she's just very big. Ricky might like to say what the fuck for the TikTok comment. It wasn't me. It was chat. It was all chat's fault. I am Say-So. I'm having a very Say-So stream where I talk softly into the mic about my terrible cursed life. 10 feet, just made out of feet. What about, like, a spider, but like at the end of like all of the spider legs, there's just like a human foot. Would that make it better or worse? Because like the spider legs are kind of spooky, right? Like kind of spooky. But like there's something honestly unnerving if there was just like 8 human feet. It's like the amygdala from Bloodborne, but instead of hands, just feet. Put clown shoes. And then when like the spider does its weird like scuttling thing, it just makes like squeaky sounds the whole time. I don't think I could handle a woman with more than 2 feet. Call me a coward, but there is a limit. Fuck the amygdala. I mean, the amygdala has like holes in its head, so you probably could just like brain fuck it. You know, like it's got holes in it. Any hole's a goal. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. You could. The holes have their eyes. Even better, my guy. Even better, my guy. Frenzy damage. Good lord. Yeah, it comes pre-lubricated. I'm trying real hard not to like laugh loudly. It's really hard. Stop joking about your fetishes. I'm sorry for slut shaming you, but you probably shouldn't stick your dick in anyone's eye. I feel like that would be an uncomfortable experience for all parties involved. But you get like a cool eye patch at the end of it. So that's something, right? A consolation prize. And an awkward trip to the hospital. Like, Raiden, don't say that about my husband. If I could type quietly right now, you would be banned so fucking fast. A ready-made empty eye? What? No. 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 That's so fucking what? Good God. I did not need to hear that today. Why am I trying to be quiet? So I wanted to see if I could do ASMR someday, cause I'm very loud as a person. So it's like a fun challenge. It's like, don't blow everyone's eardrums out. Oh yeah, so Doc, I spilled some milk in my eye. Oh yeah, I fell over and this dick just like ended up in my eye. It's like the people who say like they don't put things up their butt. You know? They're like, oh, it just fell. It just fell. Hey, I think I've been not so bad with the stream so far. You know? I haven't I haven't screamed or anything. This cozy. Cozy. Yeah, 20 toy cars just fell. This is like good life advice for anyone, but if you're gonna stick anything up your butt, make sure it has a flared base. Very important. because like your butt just sucks stuff up, and like way more than you expect. So good life advice here. I'm willing to give any other sort of life advice if you want any reason behind this knowledge. I mean, I've never had anything stuck up my butt because you always just use things with a flared base. I'm not stupid. I may be a degenerate, but I'm not stupid. Thanks for the life advice. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, and also don't use silicone-based lube with silicone-based sex toys. There you go. There's your second life advice for you. Because when you use two things that are silicone together, it degrades the plastic. And you end up having a bad time. So just water-based. But I'm allergic to latex rubber. Silicone and latex are different things, my guy. I don't know that many tips and tricks. Just use Crisco. Okay, if you have to like make like a country girl and like rough it, don't use like soap or like any sort of like body product, because like the whole point of soap is like it's to like exfoliate like all the dirt and sweat and stuff off, so it's abrasive. It's abrasive. And you don't want that. You don't want that in your life. Yeah, don't do that. Baby oil, it's probably the best. Like, make do if you have it. Because it's like intended to go like near that sort of stuff. Dog spit? Oh god! I'm trying not to be loud, but don't say that. Yeah, don't drop the soap in your butt. Don't do that. Don't do that. What about Vaseline? I have no idea what Vaseline, but I feel like Vaseline would make a poor lube. Because it's like too solid, right? Sun Explosion. Welcome. The natural oils from your nose. What the fuck is wrong with you? Good God. Also, why is your nose so goddamn runny that you're thinking, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna harvest my nose drips and then use it on my dick. What the God fucking damn it. Gross. Disgusting. Mucus is mucus. Look, there's a lot of difference between your like snot and then like spit, you know? Gross. Disgusting. Blah. I'm trying really hard to stay ASMR-y, but you're so gross. My nose isn't a lube factory. No. To navigate away from this topic, I've got a few very busy eventful months ahead of you. Is there any particular I get anxious about and cannot wait? It's October, birthday, etc. I mean, my birthday is a while away, so I haven't begun planning it. Yeah, I'm ignoring all of your disgusting words. Stop typing. Stop. But things for the future. Yeah, my birthday's not until November, so we have a while into that. I guess the thing that I have the most concern about is spacing things out correctly. I don't like having too many events all at once. because I feel like it makes it like less special. Yeah, my birthday is unfortunately on Le Anonymous Day. I'm on the 5th of November. It's my birthday. But so this is why we haven't so I did follow celebrations for like from 50, then 100, and then every 100 to 1,000. And then I did my 2K celebration, and then after 2K, I hit 3K around the same time that I was doing my live 2D debut. Oh, posture check. Thank you, arigato. But so we're at 8K currently. So I haven't actually done a single follower celebration since 2K. So we're like 3 through 8, which is like it's a significant amount of time. But I keep on like lining up other things and then forgetting that I should be doing like follower celebrations in that time. So it's like blah 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 blah. Especially I'm really focused right now on trying to get everything like going for like a 3D debut, because I want it to be like HoloLive-esque 3D debut. And I think it's gonna take like a fair amount to get that, both like in effort and in financial. Get me out of here. Thank you for the follow. Arigato. But November 6th is likely Valentine's Day conception. Oh, don't say that. That's gross. Yuck. I don't need to know that. I actually started as a speedrunner. I would want to do Dark Souls 1 speedrunning, but it takes so much time. Like the time to effort ratio is low. But yeah, I have some ideas. I'm not gonna spoil anything, I suppose. I've been in my recommended for 2 weeks that I've already followed. It's nice to see you. But yeah, it's a thing. I'm looking forward to it. It's just work. I'm unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, a bit of a workaholic. Baking streams? That'd be pretty good, but then you'll see my like Wendigo hands. I'm self-conscious about them. And I'll be like, these are my long ass pasty fingers. I need a spotter? Probably. I'm actually I'm very clumsy. So I feel like I would have to like have the like camera like on me. Otherwise I'd just drop it and break my phone. Which would be funny in its own way. That's some good content. But also very expensive. Oh, the string of lights if I go here? That's true though. That's true. I can be a basic bitch and have a flower crown. I'll drop it and accidentally face reveal. That's true. That would be bad as well. That would be bad. Icy Pirate, thank you for the follow. Arigato. But yeah, I feel like camera stuff is pretty risky as a whole. Yozo stream, but this is not Yozo stream outs. Yeah, we're here early because Cooper's doing a 2.0 reveal. So I wanted to go support her because she's the only member of Yokomeshi that I haven't been able to raid yet. Or a paper bag. Are you calling me ugly? So we're gonna go raid her. I can wear a raccoon suit like a real furry. I would do it if fursuits weren't so expensive. Like, I'm down to meme, and I'm down to like pay not a small amount of money on really terrible ideas, but like not $5,000. There's a line, right? Gotta stop the food from spoiling somehow. How do you eat in a fursuit? Do you just take off the helmet? What's more expensive, fursuit or full 3D? I think they're reasonably comparable. If you include the price of like a full VR setup on top of like having a 3D model, probably the 3D model is more expensive. Unless you go like, if you go high end for both, I think maybe the fur suit might be more expensive, but I don't know a lot about costing of fursuits. I just know like the ballpark of fursuit costing. But you could probably make do pretty easily if you just make it yourself. Use a PNG and occasionally pictures to show the progress? I suppose, but I feel like that would be a very boring stream. Like a very boring stream. If you're just like, here are my PNGs of cooking. Actually, I made banana bread last night. Banana bread. Gonna say it like American. Bananas. It was quite good. Yeah. Something that I was considering doing for social media content is last Christmas, my One-chan, she bought me like a Pokemon cookbook for like kids that makes like awful like dishes. Like not a single one in there looks like it tastes good, but it's really cute. So I thought it would be like good for social media, but I haven't gotten around to like making it. And I bake occasionally. I try not to bake too much because like I live alone. So like if I make like 12 muffins, I'm gonna eat all 12 myself. And then like I'll get real fat. It's just one of those things. Like it was easier when I worked in the office because you can just bring it in and like pawn your food off on other people. But I don't want to eat like a whole, like you can't make a cake for one person. You make a cake and then what do I do with the fucking rest of the cake after I had one slice? You think I talk to my neighbors? You think me, the recently hickey neat yourself, talks to my neighbors? I mostly make a lot of banana based stuff because I buy bananas and then I don't eat them all, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't want to waste them all. So then I just make like banana muffins, banana bread, banana cake. Make a basket of advice about apology for noises. You know, they've never commented on my noises. Oh, banana milk's really good too. Banana milk's probably my favorite type of milk. Chocolate's good too. Like chocolate banana milkshakes. Very good. Or vanilla milkshakes. Or lime milkshakes. I want a milkshake now. Do a bake sale? I think it's a little sketch if I just like sit up a bake sale like outside my apartment and like made some banana bread. Come get it. I have a blender, but mostly, so I went through a phase where I thought I would start eating properly. So I was like, I'm gonna make protein shakes, and so then like I'm gonna get my sick gains from the gym, and then I'm gonna stop eating like shit. Cause like I really like food. I like food a lot, and the only way I can like manage my weight is through like calorie counting, essentially, because food is delicious. And I would rather like eat not a lot of like good food than a lot of untasty food. I did keto for a while, maybe like 6 months, like between 6 to 8 months. I did keto. I didn't like lose that much weight. I feel like keto's kind of a meme. I think it's good if you struggle to keep your sweet tooth in check. But for me, like, it just made me sad because I love potatoes. I love potatoes. I love bread. I love pasta. I love rice. I love carbs. Just want to grab carbs and shove them all in my mouth. And I feel like with keto, I just got to the stage where I was like, I wasn't enjoying anything that I was eating anymore. Like, there's some things that were okay, you know, like bacon and stuff. Because, like, you can do high fat. You can do high fat stuff. But I was very unhappy. Cauliflower rice is okay. It's okay. I feel like it's one of those things where it does not replace the taste of rice or the happiness that eating rice gives you. Should I say that? But anyways. But like if you're making a curry and you need like something to like put the curry on, then cauliflower rice works fine. In like that sort of way that it replaces rice. Like I tried like almost all of the replacements. Also Hope, thank you for the follow. Arigato. Like you could make like pancakes and stuff. No, just bleh. Just bleh. Your doctor recommended not going full on keto and shit. Well, like ketosis isn't really sustainable long term. It kind of wrecks your body. Because like your body, it's built to have a varied diet. So when you enter ketosis, you do lose weight at a cost. What's my favorite curry region? Japanese curry, Thai, Indian. Oh, that's hard. Probably Indian. I quite like Indian. Particularly spicy Indian food. But coconut Thai curry is also really good. Really good. I like curry a lot. Curry is probably up in my top 10 favorite foods. It's strange. I wouldn't really consider like Japanese curry a curry. It's kind of like its own thing. Like there's a lot of similarities between like Thai curry and Indian curry, but like the flavor profile of Japanese curry is like significantly different. And you also like put significantly different things in it. Like you put like root vegetables and stuff, which is like thumbs up. I like potatoes. I love potatoes. If you can put potatoes in a dish, I'll be happy. I feel like if I was to like self-insert as a character, I'd be fucking Sasha from Attack on Titan. Just like, it's so versatile. Like there's a reason why potatoes are as popular as they are. I would say probably potato is the most popular vegetable between like chips and fries. Like you've probably eaten the most potato out of anything. Love potato. Potato love. And mashed potatoes are my favorite food. Sweet potato? Get out of here, get out of here. I hate sweet potato. I found out recently of the American dish of like you put the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows, question mark, and you bake it and you eat it. Like, what the fuck is up with that? It's fucked up. Yeah, it's gross. It's diabetes. That's not okay. That's not okay. Potato is a good base, onion is a good enhancer. That's true. I used to hate onions, like, until I was about like 17, 18. I used to hate onions, but it turns out I just hate raw onions, and like cooked onions is really good. My gateway drug of being won over to the onion side was onion rings. I was like really drunk, and then my friend was like, we're gonna go get some onion rings, and I was like, I don't like onion, but I'm real hungry. And they're like, you'll like this, it just tastes like fried food. And I was like, I don't know, man, I'm real drunk. And then those were the best onion rings I have ever had in my entire life. It was like an awakening experience. And ever since then, I'm just like, yeah, onions are pretty good, I suppose. I still can't eat raw onions. Like, if they put it on, like, my burger, I still take them off. I still ask for, like, no onions and stuff. Some red onion is okay. Like, maybe this is sacrilegious for, like, American pizza. But, like, I like red onion and, like, bell peppers on my pizza. It's, like, all the difference in the world. Can I eat raw limes? Yeah, I quite like sour food. I like sour food a lot. Particularly grapefruit. Red onion's fine. Red onion's better than brown onion, I think. Tabasco Wolf, thank you for the follow. Arigato. Bell pepper's right? You're fucking wrong. You're fucking so wrong, Burger King. Bell pepper's godly. I could, like, eat bell peppers all day. It's like, nom nom nom. They're just very sweet. Very sweet. They have a nice flavor profile. So I like them a lot. What about pickles? I hate pickles. Pickle hate. I actually hate pickles because they're like, I hate the crunchy water category of fruit. So I hate celery, hate cucumbers, hate pickles, hate watermelon. I feel like they all have like the same sort of taste. Like, I can't tell you the difference between cucumber and watermelon. They taste very similar to me. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. Carrots are good. I like carrots. Yeah. Oh, are we a bunch of watermelon haters in the chat? Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here with your watermelon. Disgusting. I actually don't like any melons. I did a fruit tier list, and like the chat kind of got real mad at me because I was like, I hate melons. Hate melon hate. Oh, and I also said that I liked lemons more than limes, and people were very angry about that. Yeah, kale's very bad. I really like broccoli, and it's interesting because the same what is the word? The plant. But why would you eat the yuck part when you could eat the yum part? Mangoes are delicious. Mangoes are top tier. Love mangoes. Bananas or grapes? See, okay, this is gonna sound really dumb, but like red grapes are near the bottom, but like the green grapes are at the top. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just one of those things, right? Like, green grapes good, red grapes bad. What about black grapes? You mean raisins? Or is that a thing that I'm just not cultured enough? Aren't green grapes inspired grapes? No, they're a different type of grape. It's just like white wine's better than red wine. I am not a big red wine drinker. Mostly because it reminds me of church. Like my parents don't drink, like, ever. And so my first like experience with like alcohol, like being around alcohol, was just church. Just like the cheap ass like port wine that they have at church. And it was actually really funny because like it was like the only wine that I knew, and like I could see it at like the back, because my mom's a priest, and like so like I would have to help out and stuff, and then like when I started going to like college parties and stuff, occasionally people would bring like the same bottle, like same brand and everything, that they would have at church. And I was like, why are you drinking church wine? You know, like it was just something about like the cheapest red wine that you could buy that was just like in my in my brain, like 1-to-1 with like church wine. How did I turn out like this? Let me tell you a thing. So we call them PKs in the industry, which is it's short for priest kids, essentially. And I'll tell you, there are two types of priest kids, right? There are the good ones that like stay in church and are like good, very, very dutiful, and then there's like the batshit wild ones. Like there is no other options for priest kids. Either you stay a good boy or you get into some shit. And I am most definitely the second one. Yeah, I mean, this is the song, like Son of the Preacher Man, and like that's basically the same thing. Yeah. I'm happy there's other PKs in the chat. My sister is a good boy, a very good boy, very studious, very nice. And then I'm here streaming at 4 o'clock in the morning. Pip. Draconian Strike. No, it's Draconian Strike even. Thank you for the follow. Arigato. I mean, I just feel like I'll tell first story and then I'll go into my thoughts on it. But I think the worst thing that I've ever done is so my parents made me go to church when I lived at home, like every single Sunday. But I started drinking in high school, like going to parties and stuff. So like occasionally I'd just like sneak out of my house and like go to a party and get real drunk, and then sneak back into my house so I could go to church in the morning. But they would like make me do the readings and stuff, but I'd be like really hungover. Like really hungover. like trying not to puke hungover. And my favorite bit is like the church that we were placed in at the time. They had like a bit overhanging the like main congregation, and so like no one really went up there that much. So sometimes like when it was really bad, I'd just like go up there and I'd like take a nap for the entirety of church. I'd like take like a 40-minute nap. Did the church host AA meetings? It did. It did. But yeah, I don't know. It was a thing. It was a thing. The key is that I'd have to make sure that I would wake up in time for communion, because I'd have to go down and do communion. But like, as long as I like between like entering the church and communion, I could do whatever I liked, because like no one was up there. Although apparently once during like a Bible study like event thing where like we all stayed out there at the church, there's these two other people and they had sex up there, which is wild. I never had sex in a church, but some other people did. A threesome with Jesus, yeah, pretty much. But it was not uncommon, like for like, it's so strange, like Bible study was a thing that like everyone's parents would like force you to go to, but like it was just like a high amount of horny energy of just like people having drama and sleeping with each other. That was like 90% of Bible study. It's like, I don't know, dating for like repressed teenagers is what Bible study is. And it's always like, I don't know, it's always like the unattractive people too. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I think it's like one of those things where you're like forced to be in a room with someone for like several hours a week. And so like, it was just a thing, you know? It's just like a lot of horny teenage Christians having drama, and like, I mean, it was great because I wasn't really invested, and also like, well, see the thing is that like my mom ran like a lot of the Bible studies, and like my mother's not very smart. We don't have that in common because I'm a genius. But she kind of was oblivious to like the fact that there was like a lot of like flirting and like other stuff going on. So like I wasn't gonna like get with someone in front of my mom. That's kind of like weird, like really weird. But I just got to like watch. Maybe that's bad phrasing. But how she's oblivious to teenagers? She's pretty dumb. No, I didn't watch them fuck. I just, you know, like, they would tell me, and they would be like, I like so-and-so, but so-and-so is so-and-so's boyfriend, and I think he likes me too, so I'm gonna ask if he wants to go on, like, a date sometime, but, like, a friend date, and then they would go on their friend date, and then they would fuck. Well, it's also like none of the people at church were particularly eligible, I would say. I have standards. I may be a weeb degenerate, but I have standards. Imagine a girl finding us attractive. Oh, dude, imagine a girl finding you attractive. The dream. But yeah, there's always big drama when someone would get pregnant, which happened twice. It happened twice at my church, and like they were different girls. The first girl got an abortion, and then but like her parents were like, we're gonna disown you if you get an abortion. So there was like a whole thing. Hey Titsu, we're talking about making bad life decisions, and the second one ended up keeping the kid, which I mean, you get to decide what you want to do, but I feel like it's your decision, and your parents probably should not disown you for you accidentally getting knocked up. They disown her? Yeah, they did. She essentially, it was actually kind of interesting, she went to my high school, the one that got the abortion, and she got disowned by a family and basically ended up becoming like a ward of the church, and ended up like staying, so like the church owned some property for like the priests and stuff, to live, to be there, and they had like a vacant property, so essentially she just ended up working for the church, which was like, I guess it's a kind of a positive end, but I think it's better than like throwing a 17-year-old like out entirely because of this. Hi Hinata. Oh hi y'all. It's basically as good as that story could have gone, I suppose. But yeah, make the kid hate you. I mean, I say personally, there's parents that don't care about your feelings. They don't care if their kids hate them because they hate their kids. I see that a lot at work, and it makes me kind of sad. Like people who like genuinely hate their kids and like shit talk their kids all the time at work, and they say, "Oh, I hate school holidays because my kids are always home." And I was like, bro, you fucking decided to have kids. Why always, what, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. Just like the whole boomer, I hate my wife type thing. Like, you can just divorce your wife if you hate her that much. I have a job. I had like a regular office job, up until like about a month or so ago. There's no reason I don't want kids is I'll probably end up disliking them. I mean, I think if you worry that you'll dislike them, then that's it. Wait, was I doxing myself? Nani? I think I'm okay. Choose your kid, someday they'll decide which home you get sent to. Make sure they like you enough to pick a good one. I don't think that's true. I mean, I'll just send myself to a home, you know? I'll send myself to a home. I wonder, I don't watch a lot of just chatting streams, but I feel like maybe they don't talk about abortion. What do regular women talk about? Please, I need some help. This is not emergence, please, no. Please. I don't know what they talk about. They just talk about whatever gets them the most shrimp. What is an attractive conversation? I'm thinking. Is Zasatan to the next level? I mean, this is just how my mind works, I suppose. Nice weather. Okay, I looked outside. It is still dark, so I don't know what the weather is like. Craziest work stories. Unfortunately, I've had a pretty mundane work life. I was unfortunately a government drone for some time. Do I like Lovecraft? I mean, I haven't read any. I'm not a big fan of tentacles. I actually don't know a lot of Lovecraft stuff other than like tentacles and the fact that he was vaguely racist. Like, is that usual? Is that usual? I feel like that's like what most people know about Lovecraft. Vaguely. I mean, okay. Well, it's not like all racism, right? Like there was stuff in it that wasn't racist. You know? Like, I'm getting called out for not knowing how racist the man was. I'm sorry. Sorry. So there's stuff about math? Math, huh? Google the name of its cat? Is this safe for stream? Look up its cat's name and don't say it out loud. Okay, I'll try. I'm trying to do like soft typing though. Sorry for loud. Oh! This is not safe for stream. Why? Why? It is the PewDiePie bridge word dash man. How? Like, how? I mean, this is as bad as I looked up the furry chart, and that also had this word on it. We're looking up Lovecraft's cat's name, and how racist it is. I mean, I suppose convincing someone to be less racist is a good thing. Kind of? I don't know. Let's not talk about being racist. Racism bad. That's my spicy take. Don't be racist. I hate spraying virus. I have a let's move on. Do you guys like horse girls? I've been thinking a lot about Uma Musume, the gacha. I think they're very cute. I like Uma Musume, but I don't like centaurs. You know? Like what's her face? The centaur from Daily Life of Monster Girls. Centauria, yeah, god. She's just the worst. Like, too much horse, you know? It made me uncomfortable. Do I have a place for Twitch clips? Yes, I have a YouTube channel that I try and update like once a week-ish. I don't know if I should be posting more. I don't understand how YouTube works. Oh, I cut out for a second. You don't even get the good girl parts of the horse aside from Booba. Honestly, Ifja. That's true. Yeah, and the Yokamishi channel. They also run. I don't like centaurs. Too much horse, not enough girl. It's gonna sound really bad, but bear with me. There's something more off-putting about female centaurs than male centaurs. I don't know why. I think it's just because, like, when you think of like mythology, you just like assume that centaurs are male, you know? Like, I don't know of any like mythological female centaurs, you know? So when I see a female centaur, I'm just like, this is a weird horse fetish thing. I'm not into it. Whereas I see a male centaur and I'm like, alright, that's a centaur. You know, like I don't want to fuck it, but it doesn't fill me with like weird feelings of this is weird. A raccoon tour? No thanks. No thanks. All I know is that whenever I see horse type girls on the internet, for some reason I just give them dicks and make them photo horses. I have not seen so much horse type girls. I am thankfully safe from that. Don't call it female centaur, call it Japanese centaur. That's racist. The other thing that interests me about like horse girls, right, is like horses have like udders like cows do, just like not as big. Like that's where the mammaries are. So why do they got human mammaries too? Why like why do they have like double titties, 4 titties? Where are the horse titty at? You know horses have udders? Okay, so the thing about being mammals, right, is that like the female produces milk for their young. Like that's how like mammals exist. So like if an animal is a mammal, it has boob. And like how else would the like horse drink, you know? Like it's the same with like deer, it's the same with like any sort of like hoofed animal. They got like titties like underneath. And those spiders produce milk? I don't need to know that. Roaches? Look, bugs kind of weird me out. Bugs weird me out a lot. Raccoon have boob, cow have boob, pig. Yeah, raccoon have boob. Boob. Why would you buy roach milk? Why? Yuck. I think roaches are the worst animal. What about mermaids? I don't like mermaids. I don't like that fish pushy. Yuck. 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 Mermaids are the worst. Boo. I have 3 sets of booba like other mammals? No, I just got 2. Just 2. Roach drink. How much does it cost? Let's see. Roach milk. Inzi. Cockroach milk. Where can I buy it? Okay. It's banned in New Zealand. Okay, that's good. They are counted as pests, so you cannot buy products. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thank you, New Zealand government. Looking out for me. I don't have 2 sets of ears? No, I just have 1 set of ears. Just 1. See, the glasses don't actually go all the way back. They're held up with magic. Magic. Is roaches and milk mixed in a blender, or someone actually milking roaches? I think it's the same way that like coconut milk and almond milk are made. You just soak it in water and then it gets all like milky. No fish go. Lamia good. Lamia good. Mermaid's bad. I really don't like the smell of fish. We're gonna talk about Monster Girls / boys in general. There's like 3 books. You know, I actually haven't read the like Monster Girl encyclopedia. Which I probably should. But isn't it very expensive? I think it is expensive. Yeah, snakes have a cloaca. Cockroach milk, which is technically not milk by the way, but a yellowish fluid that is solidified. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. No thanks. No thanks. I think it'll go on the no. I kind of refuse to eat bugs. I will not consume bugs on stream. Most of the LOL stuff is expensive. I mean, the Game of Smoothie was pretty cheap. It's just like Mountain Dew, Doritos, Sour Skittles. And that was bad. I would eat Bunga. I would consume Bunga. But Bunga is just a burger, so I feel like there wouldn't be anything like exciting about it. Also, I realize that my voice is getting like very gravelly. Very gravelly. This is how you keep the whatchamacallit, sound down. Got both lines are $20 each. Oh, that's not that bad. Does it have my voice more than being loud? It's just, it takes a lot of concentration on like every like every time I speak, I'm like constantly being like, shut the fuck up, Yozo. Shut the fuck up. Be quiet. Be quiet. Like, don't laugh too loud, you baka, 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 baka. And it's my internal monologue. Don't shrimp count as cockroaches? I don't eat seafood, so... But I think, things like, crab and lobster and shrimp kind of count as, like, sea bugs. So, maybe bugs don't taste bad. What's the loudest I can scream? Where my accent is from? I'm from New Zealand, but it's a little tinged with American. I have a very Americanized New Zealand accent. I've eaten a few bugs before. They taste like chips. Yikes! We only have 14 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. You want some American ASMR? Howdy, y'all. Welcome to my stream. I wish I could do better regional accents for America, but I have like a weird mix of a southern one that like is like Alabama, which is like slightly different than the rest of the southern one, and my vowel sounds get all fucked up. And then there's like the valley, like, oh my god, it's like way up here, and you gotta go really high, and you gotta say oh my god a lot, and then I just like, yeah, I'm walking here. There's that one. Gonna cook a tasty burger. and then there's like a more like generic like middle America accent. New York, love the Mets. Love the Mets. But I wish I had more vowel sounds and more practice, really. I will also like to do like a Canadian accent. I love them Timmies, eh? But I don't have that much experience with Canadians as a whole, really. To get the Valley Good voice, you kind of have to say, oh my god, Jessica, did you see Stacy? I saw her at Starbucks and she was like totally texting Chad. And I was like, God, you're such a slut. The Valley Good one's very easy to do because it's like in a lot of media, you know? It's just like, you just gotta like channel your inner like blonde bitch. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. Yeah. I've never met a Chad in real life. Same actually. I've never met a Chad. Canada, much like Australia, doesn't exist. Fear. Also, Alaska doesn't exist. Your inner privilege. Look at my ears. My ears are cute. Is 100% Canadian, the mildest English accent. That's not true. That's not true. I think like the default is like the like other American accent is probably the mildest accent, just because like you hear it so much on TV that it kind of becomes the default. Even for me, like all the media is just like this like very generic American accent. My legal name is Chad. Wow, what a Chad. I play Virgil, of course I've met a Chad. That's true. Virgil is a Chad. Even DMC Virgil with his fedora tip. I wish my name was Chad. Maybe I'll legally change my name to be Chad. No, Chad is just short for Chad. Cause you're radical. Tubular. Just one of those names. Imagine the social pressure you have to go through if you're called a Chad. I suppose. It's like being a Karen. But there's a lot of Karens. Who are often just like Karen. Chatica. No, it's Stacy. Stacy, oh my god. You know, it's pretty funny. Since like this, the Karen meme started, the popularity of the name has like gone to like 0. Like there are no Karens being born. Like there are still some Chads and some Stacys, but there are no Karens. Stacy's mom is an old song. You're dating yourself there, Frozen. You're dating yourself. It's a very mech name. It was very popular. It's very, very popular. Candies? More like candies nuts fit in your mouth. I'm not gonna fall about this. I'm not gonna fall for this a second time. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the name Gary. Like, I feel like there are no children Garys. There's just like 50-year-old midlife crisis men named Gary. My eye is like really itchy for some reason. You can have like eye itching ASMR. Probably because it's what's the time? 6 a.m. You know the child Gary? That's strange. Yeah, sorry, my eyes are like my wink. Yeah, I'm an Omniwigger. Why did I get up at 4 a.m? Cause we're gonna go support Cooper after this. And it's a good excuse to try different content. New content. Exciting content. Wah! It's also it's kinda nice doing streams at like hoodies a bit ASMR. I'm not wearing my hoodie. You think I wear a hoodie to bed? What kinda like, I mean, I know I get the impression of a sweaty gamer, but I don't wear a hoodie to bed. I have pajamas, you know. I have pajamas. I'm in my fluffy robe. Fluffy robe. If there's an animal I would like to have as a pet, a raccoon. 100% a raccoon. If not a raccoon, because they're banned in New Zealand, I would like a hawk. Yeah, like falconry, I think, is like the coolest fucking thing. Like, it's so dumb and like totally not worth it. Or like an owl, like a big owl, like a great horned owl, that'd be real cool. Or like, I don't know, like a vulture. Like vultures are really cool. Wah! Wah, 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 wah. But I really like birds a lot. Gions makes a good point. What? Wah! But I find birds really, really, really cool. Oh, that's true. Wait, we do have like 7 minutes. And I'll do it properly. Even the chair squeaking ASMR. You know, I bought WD-40 to fix this, and I've tried 3 times to fix the squeaking, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Crow spits birds? Yeah, Crow would be a great pet too, to be honest. Do I need to give you a cheer? I mean, the cheer's fine. It's just like, you know? It's an aesthetic. WD-40 is not for oiling. It's literally a lube. You literally use WD-40 as a lube. Not like a sex lube. But like, you can use WD-40 as a lube, right? I'm not a failure as a handyman, I think. It's an essential oil? I actually do use it as a sex lube. Don't use WD-40 as a sex lube, and don't use it to cook. Look, did you guys ever watch that like one YouTube video about the man who was like in love with his car, but like sexually in love with his car? And he was like on top of it, and he was like kissing it, and he was just like, it's my girlfriend, I love it so much. And he's just like, I love my car. And then they took him to like a car show, and then and then like the whole time it was like visibly trying to hide a boner. You cannot silence. I'm gonna take your points and give you nothing. But my favorite part is they gave him a new car, and it like he drove it home, and then he was like really excited about the car, and then the next day there was just like a puddle of cum underneath the exhaust pipe. It was honestly like, it was wild. Absolutely wild. But then he was like worried that he was cheating on his car girlfriend with the other car. We should watch it sometime. It's good. It was very good. For your first quiet stream, I personally found it really enjoyable. Was it also enjoyable for myself despite the absolutely fucking cursed shit we just went through? Yeah. I think it's something that I could probably do again. Probably not often. It is kind of difficult to having to focus and not pick the mic. We can watch like lots of it. Yeah, probably maybe once a month, and we can just like hang out for a bit, which would be fun. And here I thought To Catch a Predator was bad on stream. Hey, I had a really good time watching To Catch a Predator on stream, but it made a couple of people feel pretty uncomfy, which was like pretty Pepe hands, which is strange because like I talk about pretty cursed subject matter often, and like I don't know, I guess I need to be like careful about people's lines and whatnot. So it's just something that I think. Are you late? Yeah, we're ending in like 3 minutes. Akuko, thank you for the follow. Also, I'm sad that Chris Hankin got jailed. He was my boy. Nah, I don't think that people who are uncomfortable are the predators in the chat. I just think it's I just think it's like it's just an uncomfy subject matter. Yeah. Especially I think that there's some people that may have like experience similar to it, and it's just like ooh. You got a stream to do yourself in 3 minutes? Ah, have a wonderful stream. But yeah, I think I have a hard time with like media share streams, cause I'm gonna be real with you, chat. The last time we did media share, there was so much Suma core shit. I just can't. I just can't. I like watching cringe stuff because I think it's like funny, right? Like things that are like obviously bad, but like it's just like a very awkward situation. I don't think most people are too Zoomer, but some of the stuff I just didn't understand why it was funny, and it made me feel like, wow, is like react content like harder than I thought it was? Like, because I always thought that like people who just like watch stuff on stream is very low effort, and I was like, play some video games, you dum dum. I go to twitch.tv to watch video games. I could go watch this on YouTube myself. And I don't know. I think it's just hard to find topics to like that would be like good to watch. Question mark? Which one luxury I couldn't live without? You guys. There we go. There's your fan service. Where I reckon Vivia's cute shitpost is? I think it comes with the territory of people who identify as raccoons. Like, it takes a certain type of person to be like, yeah, I like garbage. I want to be known as the garbage VTuber, you know? I think a lot of people want to be like cute. Well, like, what else? Like friendly? I'm 3 raccoons in a trench coat. That's me too. Yeah, I am the garbage. Well, my original model that I made myself, my Viroid was just a regular anime girl. Nothing special. Because my lore was I was meant to be like childhood best friend trope. Never wins, never lucky, rubber ducky. But then I was like, Kimono Mimi's real cute. I want cute ears. I want cute ears. So that's what I did. And now I have cute ears. But like, a lot of things carried over from the original design. Like the color palette and the glasses. And the haircut, really. All pretty much the same as my original. I just have my, like, weeb out, I suppose. Kimono Mimi, just like the stuff where you kimono. Kimono means, like, animal. It means, like, animal ears. So, like, these aren't cat ears, they're raccoon ears. So, that's why it's Kimono Mimi. Gotta go stream? Okay, bye. Let's see if Koopa's on time. Koopa, are you on time? The legendary Koopa's on time. Alright. Can we get like a 4 a.m. raid? Let's do that. And we will go raid Koopa. If I can type properly. But thank you all for coming. I know it's not my regular time, but it's always fantastic to no, I want the clout because I got up early for this. But we'll be back. I think I have tomorrow off, but we'll be back. Probably Bloodborne, maybe something that isn't. Oh, Koopa just started. Okay, let's do this real quick. But bye everyone. Thank you for coming. Ayasu minasai. Minasan. Good night.